Hi there, my name is Mark Onoja. You're welcome to Do Business, where I share with you simple biblical principle on how you can be able to start and grow your business and career. And yeah, I've been taking us through the book of Daniel, where I've been sharing some spiritual principles, some biblical principles on how you can, of course, grow your business and career. And today I want to share from Daniel chapter 1, verse is 17. Yeah, I'm reading from famous King James Version, right? Um, as for these four children, God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. Now, let's go down. And the king verse 19, and the king communed with them, and among them he found Daniel, Ananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, therefore stood there before the king. And verse 20, and in all matters of wisdom and understanding that the kings inquired of them, he found them 10 times better than all the magicians and astrologers that were in his reign. Okay, so backstory: Daniel, part of the Hebrew kids that were taken from Babylon, from Israel, Jerusalem, from Judah, and was brought to Babylon. They had 3 years of training as eunuchs, and now they're standing before the king. And the Bible here says that God gave them wisdom, God gave them skill, God gave them understanding of vision. Now, one of the things you need to understand in business or career or in ministry, let me just speak generally, or in government, is that whatever thing God has committed to your hands to do, whatever you find yourself, God is committed to providing you with wisdom, with skill, and with understanding of your trade so that you can properly represent Him when you stand before greatness and when you stand before the kings in the marketplace. One of the things I know about God is that God is interested in what we do. We are not all called into ministry. When I mean ministry, I mean church ministry and being a pastor. I'm not a pastor, but I function in the marketplace, and God is committed to anointing me with wisdom, with skill, and with understanding. Why? Because He knows I'm going to be representing Him there. I can be able to preach His kingdom and preach for Him and represent His kingdom very well and teach people about His values, and of course win souls for Him in the marketplace. So wherever you find yourself, don't treat what you're doing with levity, that oh, God just say this is secular and this is spiritual. It's only things that has to do with church, inside the church, that God is committed to providing us with wisdom or with His anointing or with His power. Nah, if you're a doctor in that hospital, God is committed to giving you wisdom. But the issue right now is that a lot of times we don't ask Him. I'm a management consultant. I deal with startup and small businesses, and I know for sure, right? Nobody needs to tell me that. I know for sure that a lot of the things I do for startup and small businesses and help them to grow, they didn't basically come because of I study a lot. Of course, I study. I do a lot of those stuff. Watch a lot of YouTube videos on starting and growing a business, but a lot of the times, a lot of these things comes because of they come through inspiration, because I ask God for wisdom. So you should ask God for wisdom for whether you're baking cake, for anything you're doing. Ask God for wisdom. Whether you're baking cake, you make hair, you're working in an office, you're working in the entertainment industry, whatsoever industry you find yourself, ask God for wisdom. In the book of James, James encouraged us and said, "He that lacks wisdom, let him ask from God, that gives liberally." Right? God is interested in what you're doing because He knows that if He can partner with you there, He can win souls for His kingdom. His kingdom can be extended there. God sends us there, and of course, God is a good father that will not send you without giving you the necessary tools and skill you need to succeed and dominate that marketplace for God. So today, I'm encouraging you to ask God for wisdom in anything you're doing so that you can be able to effectively represent Him when you stand before greatness. I hope this helped. Stay blessed.